High Performance Engineering. The RPS Project Manager, integrated with Solidworks, is an easy-to-use tool that enables project managers to increase their capabilities of organizing projects. With the RPS project, you can organize all your design department's tasks directly into the Gantt, so you can obtain a general view together with all the information related to your project at any time during its life cycle. You can easily create a new project by using one of the templates suitable and compatible for any type of project to be embarked on. Once you've done this, you can change it in order to customize it to the particular features of this new project. You can delete or change the time of the tasks by extending the bar in the Gantt, or type in the new time on the task card. You can add or modify the dependency between the tasks by connecting the bars. Besides this, you can group together several tasks, thus managing them as a whole. And finally, you can add a new task to your project by selecting it from the carousel of tasks, dragging and dropping it into the Gantt, placing it in position and connecting it to the other related tasks. By doing this, you have already organized time-wise the tasks and milestones of your project. Assigning resources. Now you are going to assign the resources that you need to employ in every task, enabling you to operate the project. Again, you can use the carousel, in this case human resources, either your own or subcontracted. You drag and drop the selected one directly onto the task, allowing you to change the data on the card if desired. In the same way, you can also assign an article to a task. For instance, a mould, a tool, and an item we have to buy or manufacture, or even a service we have to contract, for example, a quality test in an outside lab. By doing this, you have completed the structure of your project. Planning. Now that you have set the duration of the tasks, the relationship between them, and the resources needed, we can use the RPS planning module to calculate the start and finishing times of each task. As it is a multi-project tool, your planning module will consider all the different projects in which your resources are working on at any given time. The calculation will not only take into account the company's calendar, but also the person's calendar, considering working hours and holidays. When planning, you can choose different priorities for it to calculate. It's so fast that it can calculate 3,000 tasks per second, and as a result, any time modification will automatically be sent to all personal agendas. The calendar will show all tasks with a report of the pending tasks to be performed. For instance, it's changed Leonardo da Vinci's agenda, who happens to be working for us on some other delicate matter. We should be so lucky. Integration. Now you are going to see the integration between Solidworks and the RPS project. It is important to note that in the Solidworks task panel you have the RPS integration tab. This shows the information in the RPS project relating to the part or assembly you are working on. You have the name and number of the project, the customer, the RPS item code, the type of item, whether purchased or manufactured, the component supplier, the price, the delivery, terms and conditions, etc. In short, all the useful data in the RPS project for the designer to be made aware of. Another benefit of this is that you can automatically generate drawings, because much of the data that appears in the title block will be read directly from the RPS project. Thus, any changes in the RPS data will be updated in the title block. Another possibility of the integration is that you, as designers, can see the issue or warnings related to your design, written into the RPS project by the project team manager. As an example, here we have a warning that tells us to check the resistance of this handle. So following this instruction, we need to use the simulation tool in Solidworks to calculate the response of our design under certain conditions established by the manager. Your responsibility is to follow the simulation process so as to generate a report for the manager, who will make a decision about this handle. That's what you're doing now. Once you have done it and linked the report to the project, it will be available for the manager to study. Another important feature of the integration is that in combination with the Solidworks capability to visualize different components in different colors depending on certain parameters, we can easily differentiate which component have, for example, a critical delivery time, or which parts are to be bought from the same supplier. You will even be able to differentiate them by their price or cost. In short, all data in the RPS project can be used as a sorting parameter for visualization, as you are now going to see all of the components of one supplier. Now we come to the time data collection. You can forget about the need to register on paper the time spent on every task by the designer, and there's no need to type all this information from paper to system, eliminating errors and time wasting. It's so simple that the designer selects the project, the task, the time spent, and the percentage progress of the task. It's just a matter of seconds, and as a result, the project team manager can see the situation of the project in real time by means of the refresh button. The RPS project is not only integrated with Solidworks, but also with Enterprise PDM. If you are working with Enterprise PDM, you can link a folder to an RPS project. You can link a subfolder to an RPS project task, whereby all the contained documents will be visualized in that RPS project. This is possible by means of the new tab in the task card called PDM Documents, which connects directly to the folder linked to the task, allowing access to all the documents. So you can see the status of the document, its version, and the rest of its characteristics. It is important to confirm that you are not only giving the project manager access to the information, but also to the rest of the company, and even outside the company when working in the web mode. This information can be ordered, sorted, grouped and listed at your leisure, saving a huge amount of time normally used to distribute this type of information throughout the company. The reporting system inside the RPS project is an easy-to-use tool for the project manager and the general manager, enabling them to provide information related to the control and the assessment of the projects. In this example, you can create a status report on the issues to find out how many have been completed and how many are still pending. You can access the engineering report previously generated by the Solidworks simulation tool. You can create a report to see the progress of all the projects, or merely selecting one of them. After that, we can move the columns, change the order, and group the information into any field we want. For instance, the starting date of tasks. Finally, we can export this report to Excel, thus obtaining a spreadsheet with the same structure as in the original RPS report.